parents were here. This is my home. I thought this was it this time.
Nah, home and where you make it.
You like to see homos naked?
Home and where you make it.
Yeah, you like to see homos naked. That's cool, man. Whatever.
No. Home and where you make it. Home, where you make it.
Oh.
Everybody know that. Goddamn, boy.
Guy likes to see homos naked. That don't help me.
Round 1, fight!
What's up, guys? Welcome to our championship episode of Best Movies of 2001 and PU style. I'm just going to come out and say it. Like, we're going through all these years. 2001 is not a great year. There are good movies. I mean, you'll see by the championship, we tried our best. But remember, these are all random matchups. And there's probably at least 10 to 15 great movies in my personal opinion in this year, and everything else is mediocre at best. So this is when I was in high school, and I've got a lot of blind spots. It's probably because I didn't see the bad ones, because all my blind spots are the ones that aren't that good. So but we're still going to talk about it, still be fun, because even talking about bad movies is still a fun time. You know, you can talk about it, like if you liked any elements of it, or if you hated it, or if there's anything weird or wacky or any of that kind of stuff. So, but yeah, I'm your host tonight, Jordan, the movie hero Anderson. It's episode 238, and I'm excited to get into it. So let's bring in our crew for tonight. We'll start with my co-host, Austin Pez Howell. How's it going?
Yeah, we're just trying to get to the 90s as quickly as possible, because even 2000 might be rough years, and then once we get to 99, it'll be smooth sailing. So yeah, we'll get some better movies. It's better times ahead. I played a clip from a movie that made it way too far. Inexplicably, but we'll tell you at least a few good movies here, and then we'll move on to 2000 eventually.
Yeah, but we'll bring in Mr. Malcolm Lay. How's it going?
It's going good. And yeah, I mean, it's one of those ones that one of the advantages of having a few bad movies in here, it might be easy to vote on some of these.
Yeah, sure. Right. We'll see what happens if we get any of those lopsided matches or whatever. But we also have Richie Goodacre.
Richie,
I was meant to be on one of them, but like I'll be glad. I'll be interested to see what makes the list, because was intrigued to be in 2001, because it's not a great pool to choose from, but it is definitely going to be hard once we get to the 90s, which were, look, I'm biased because that was my decade of movies, but that was a great decade. But I consider myself a 90s kid because I was born in August 1989. That's not 80s. I barely saw the 80s. I
still call myself a 90s kid. I was born in 86, so like I did have some late 80s, but like 90s were my jam, where I was cognizant of what was going on as far as
I don't know what's going on in like 2 months. I was like, oh yeah, cool.
Yeah, for me mostly too. I was 85, so yeah. So but yeah, we also have Steven Shepard. What's up?
What's up?
Yeah. I mean, I was born in '82, but my teenage years were in the '90s, and so those were my formative years as far as movie watching.
Yeah,
you can see us. We're like totally ignoring 2001. We're like, man, when we get to the 90s, this is gonna be great. Okay,
right.
Not all of my favorites actually even made it to the championship.
Yeah. Oh wow, that's funny. But last but certainly not least, we have Jonathan Caro. How's it going?
Man, I feel like a baby after hearing the years that you were born in. All right, it's great to talk about 2001: A Space Odyssey, great Stanley Kubrick movie. Oh man, the moon, Hal. Oh, we're not talking about that, huh?
Well, when we get to 19, I think it'll be at least 22 years before we get to 1968. But we'll get there eventually.
Well, all right. Well,
it'll be a half bracket. That'll be a 32 of 1968.
Well, might as well. Anyway, I'm here in movies of 2001 championship. Yeah, Steven's right. A few of my favorites did not make it through, but at least it broadened my horizons onto some movies that came out in 2001. There are gonna be a few surprises from the reactions, and I'll reserve a comment at that clip that we showed earlier. So
yeah, well,
let's see what happens.
Well, just a little fun fact behind the scenes, if anyone's interested. If you look really hard, what I used for the background, it's all covered up, was a 2001 A Space Odyssey, just for fun, and I just decided to just cover it up so that monkey's part of 2001 A Space Odyssey, and there's and you would see the logo of all the rest of it wasn't there. So yeah, but yeah, and also I watched 2 movies for this, and one was okay. Yeah. So yeah, but anyways, Austin, you want to break it down for anyone that's tuning in for the first time, or?
Yeah, so this will be the final part of the 3-part series for 2001. So what happens? We already had part 1 and part 2 Wednesday and Friday night of last week. We took the Sweet 16 from both those parts and got a little half bracket here tonight. Malcolm has jumbled them all up in the randomizer once again. Thank you again, Malcolm, for making all these brackets. We appreciate it. And so we got the bracket of 32 tonight. And what will happen is the final 8 movies, at least the Elite 8 from tonight, will move on. Not only we'll battle it out to see who wins the bracket tonight, but we'll move on to face the 120 movies that we pluck out for 2000. So they will survive and hang on, whatever they are, and move on to another bracket. So we'll see if anything moves along. And then we'll have those Elite 8 in the poll as well. So that's basically how it works. Very simple. And we'll go around the horn and everybody will get a chance to vote on all these.
Yeah.
So, Jordan, as I always play, it is championship time, so that means it's main event time.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And now, it's time!
All right, it's time. So let's get it done.
What we have here.
All right, Malcolm, give us our first matchup of tonight.
Talking about these lopsided matchups, you got Ocean's 11 up against Max.
Oh, good God Almighty!
Yeah, I made it to the championship. I mean, should we just move over Ocean's 11?
Can I say something about Max Keebles?
Yeah, you watched it, didn't you?
I did, and I'll say this. This is my least favorite of the ones I watched.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What the fuck is
that? Was like a assemblage of bad TV episodes.
Who was it? Who was it on Friday that was big on Max Keeble? That kept like pushing it like.
Yeah, there's somebody that was. I can't remember.
Yeah, who was it that was like?
I think JPO was doing it because of something that he enjoyed.
Yeah, JPO was like a big Max Keeble fan because he was like, "Oh, 10-year-old me, love Max Keeble."
Oh yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
I have no recollection of it.
Ocean's 11 should have won part 2. Just putting that out there. All right, anyways. Yeah.
Good riddance. All right.
All right.
Alrighty.
Fast and the Furious up against Red Hot American Summer.
Okay, there you go. That's a better match.
Much better.
Okay. All right. So we'll officially start with Jonathan on this one. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay. So shocking confession, I have not seen Wet Hot American Summer.
Ooh.
Yeah. Couldn't get to one. I saw some comedies recently, so I wanted to
watch that instead of Max Keeble.
Yeah, but I was like, okay, Disney movie. All right, let's see how good it is. Let's see if the kid in me will like it. No, I did not. So yeah, I regret that decision. But Wet Hot American Summer, I haven't seen. The Fast and the Furious. I'll admit, I like it. I like that movie. Yeah, I know it's a ripoff of Point Break, but it's basically the beginning of a natural chemistry between Paul Walker and Vin Diesel, and of course the rest of the cast, Michelle Rodriguez and Jordana Brewster, and I think it's a fun movie. So yeah, by default, I'll vote The Fast and the Furious.
All right, and thank you, Malcolm, for pulling the correct Fast and Furious.
Yeah,
not Fast and Furious, The Fast and the Furious. All right,
yeah,
a better one, better one.
Way too similar titles.
That's right, Stephen. What you got?
I too have not seen Wet Hot American Summer, so I will go with The Fast and the Furious.
All right,
you guys are missing out, but yeah, Richie.
Yeah, I have seen Where Art American Summer. I like it. It's dumb, but I like it. And just for context, Jonathan and Stephen, that can talks. There you go. So that's probably what. Yeah. So yeah, but I don't know. I like the first Fast Furious. I didn't think when I was watching it's going to spawn fucking 10 sequels or 9 sequels, and whatever.
Or that they would become international spies and espionage
masters.
And
they can never die. They become really invincible. Yeah, I don't believe anybody in that crew's,
It angers me so. I mean, just
yeah. So yeah, I'll go Fast and the Furious on this one. I think the first one is pretty good.
Yeah. Malcolm, what do you say?
Yeah, this is actually much closer for me than I thought. I do like Fast and Furious. I think it's great, but I actually really love Red Hot Movie Summer as well. But just slightly, I'm going Fast and Furious.
Yeah. Austin.
Fairly easy for me because I don't like Wet Hot American Summer. I've tried a couple of times to get into it and tried to like it. I just can't vibe with it. It's just not my kind of humor. So yeah, pretty easily I'll go the Fast and the Furious, but it's nowhere near my favorite Fast and Furious movie. We already passed my favorite one, which was Too Fast, Too Furious. But yeah, I'll go Fast and Furious.
Too fast, oh man.
Yeah. Yeah, I like both of these. I think Wet Hot American Summer is a lot of fun, and I think the point of it is to have all these adults playing teenagers, and they do that from the start. But then they have a sequel and a prequel, which is funny because the actors are only getting older, but they're playing even younger in the prequel, so it's kind of interesting. But
like Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox story with John C. Reilly playing a 14-year-old at the beginning.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and you get the start of a lot of big time actors' careers: Paul Rudd, Amy Poehler, Elizabeth Banks, Bradley Cooper, Janine Garofalo, like a lot of them,
and one of 2 Sam Levine movies on this bracket.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
Levine,
yep. And I appreciate Christopher Maloney because, slight spoiler, he turns into that can and can talk. It's really weird, but I've never known Christopher Maloney to do that kind of comedy until I saw this. Before I always thought of him as the Law and Order guy, but like he's really funny. He's probably the funniest in this whole movie, really. And
he's even funnier in Harold and Kumar's Freak Show. He's great.
Yeah. Yeah,
there's an underrated show that got cancelled on 2 seasons called Happy.
Happy's great. Yeah,
that's just great. But even so, for as much as I do love American Summer, like Fast and the Furious hit me at the perfect time. Like I love almost the whole franchise. It gets wonky near the end. I don't love the last 3, but this was really great. And I went to a high school that had a reputation for being like the rich high school, I guess. So everyone went out and they bought Mitsubishi Eclipses, Mitsubishi Lancers, like Toyota Supras, like all the cars that are featured in this movie. Everyone had them and souped them up like that, and it was a thing. I don't know if it was a great thing. We thought people thought they were cool at the time, but and they all put cold air intakes on their cars, which doesn't make your car faster; it just makes it louder. So adds like I don't know, like 10 horsepower to it. But yeah, I'll vote Fast and Furious. Though.
All right, clean sweep, Malcolm. Okay.
All right.
Blow up against Serendipity.
Okay. All right, Stephen.
I'm pretty sure I know where this is going. So I'm going to give my vote to Serendipity, which is a rom-com I actually really enjoy, and I fell in love with Kate Beckinsale in this. And I think Eugene Levy is very funny in it. And John Cusack, of course, is, as always, very likable. So Serendipity.
Mm-hmm. Richie.
I haven't actually seen Blow, but I remember I was the only one that got a trivia question about it right once, because based on a bit that Bobcat Goldthwait did on his stand-up about being in the film with Johnny Depp. So I was like, that's so yeah. But like, yeah, so but I need to sit down and watch it. Serendipity is fine. It's good, but yeah. I mean, it's yeah. So I mean, I'll vote for because I've seen it. But yeah, it's whatever. It's it's a bit silly, but I don't. It's not offensive or anything. It's all right. So I'll go Serendipity.
Yeah. Malcolm, what do you say here?
Yeah, I like Serendipity. I think it's a great rom-com, but I think Blow is a great movie. Like it's one of those ones I hadn't seen for a long time. I watched it for something. I can't remember what it was now, but yes, I'm gonna go Blow on this.
Yeah, Austin.
Well, yeah, get out of here and go Blow, Malcolm. Anyways, no. No, I'm just kidding. The director of Serendipity went on to do Hannah Montana the movie, by the way. Weird. Okay.
Oh man, that's a natural progression. You got Serendipity, and then you got Hannah Montana,
and then The Space Between Us. Yeah, all right. But I'm like Richie. I have not seen Blow yet. That's one of my blind spots. I need to sit down and watch it. Just haven't seen it. But Serendipity, we watched in school one time. I've not seen it since then. But we watched it in high school. Weirdly.
What were you studying at school? Was it?
No, we just like it was like that last week of school when they're just playing movies.
Like, fuck it.
Yeah, the teacher's like fucking just puts on movies. What was the other one with was it like Salma Hayek and Matthew Perry or whatever?
Fools Rush In.
We watched Fools Rush In also. I think she had like a bevy of like rom-coms on VHS. So we just watched a bunch of rom-coms that week, just to kill time. So that's the last time I seen it though. But it was all right. I was the only one really watching it because I was big on movies at the time. Everybody else was fucking off. But I'll say Serendipity.
Yeah, we did the same thing one year to kill time. We watched Raising Arizona for some reason, like an R-rated movie to a bunch of 8th graders. So that was fun.
That's a fun movie. There you go.
Yeah, but yeah, I think Blow rules. I think that is really good. And yeah, you just see the progression of this like high school kid, and then to where he's an adult, and he's like the number one like drug smuggler for this cartel, and the real life George Jung got sentenced in the 90s to like 60 years in prison, but he got out in 2014. So he's out, and I don't know what happened there, but good behavior. I don't know. But
I know what happened.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
He passed away
recently, I think.
Okay, because I know that he got out, and then if he passed away, it was after he was out. But and Serendipity, I don't care for. It's just like the epitome of every like rom-com trope that I just don't care for. So yeah, it's like the ultimate for me. So no thanks on that. I'll go Blow.
Well, the reason I reacted to this matchup in that, that lurking, vehement way is because I'm not as crazy on both of them. And I know this is kind of a surprise. I thought Serendipity, look, Kate Beckinsale, one of the most beautiful actresses ever. But after that first 20, 30 minutes, I thought I was in for a nice holiday lark. But then the more I thought about it, I felt like they were playing selfish characters disregarding their partners. And I just didn't care, to be honest. The ending, it was fine. It was fine. And Blow, I thought it got a little too repetitive in terms of his cocaine addiction, and then also earning some money and then getting caught, earning some more money, getting caught. I mean, it just, I don't know. And then Penelope Cruz, I think she gives a bad performance, in my opinion. I think she was just not utilized very well in the second half. So it is very close because I'm not crazy about either one of them. But Depp does give a good performance in Blow. So by a hair, Blow. And Ray Liotta is great in it, by the way. He is great.
Oh, yeah.
All right. It's a tie to Jonathan.
Oh, really? I thought it was 4-2. Oh.
Nope. It is a tie. Nope.
Okay. Sorry, I was watching something else. Blow.
All right.
Kate Beckinsale, one of the hottest women. One of the most hottest women in Hollywood, and
Penelope Cruz is also beautiful. I mean,
she pulled Pete. How did Pete Davidson pull her? I don't understand the appeal of Pete Davidson and these hot women. Anyway, cool.
It's everybody's question.
Because apparently he has a really big dick or something. I don't know.
No, that's literally what it is. He's packing.
Yeah.
That's why.
This is interesting.
Eddie, transition. We've got a beautiful mind up against the pledge.
Richie.
Yeah.
Maybe he has a beautiful mind.
Yeah.
They're dating him for his brain. Yeah.
Yeah.
I doubt that. I don't see many brains coming out of that guy.
Anyway, I haven't seen The Pledge. It's like I keep like I don't know. Like I remember like scrolling past it in like video stores when I go there, and I mean to watch it, and I haven't watched it yet. But because I like Jack Nicholson and kind of want to fill in my filmography. But yeah, watch it. Beautiful Mind. It is good. It is pretty good, but it's not one of those movies where I'm like, oh, I'm gonna die to rewatch it all the time. But it's a great performance by Russell Crowe and Jennifer Connelly. So yeah, I'll go Beautiful Mind.
Yeah. Malcolm, what do you say?
I do like The Pledge. I do think it's a good movie. But Beautiful Mind, I really like. I think it's great, and and it's actually one of the movie that like I went to on my birthday. The year it came in 2001. So so I'm gonna go Beautiful Mind.
Yeah. Austin.
I wasn't as high on A Beautiful Mind as everybody else seemed to be. Like the first time I saw it, which was granted about a year ago, I thought it was all right, good performance. But I've always contended The Pledge is a pretty underrated little Jack Nicholson movie with a really good cast. So I'll get behind The Pledge.
Yeah, so I watched The Pledge for the first time for this, and it's like the definition of mediocre. Like it's fine, like it's not bad, but it doesn't really like do much for me. I think Jack Nicholson's pretty good. I don't really understand the ending to it. I won't spoil it for anyone who hasn't seen it, but maybe someone that could explain it because I don't think what I thought happened was what actually happened. So that's just why. But A Beautiful Mind is fine. Also, I think it's probably better than the Pledge, so I'll vote for A Beautiful Mind. But yeah, Russell Crowe's good, and Paul Bettany, he's pretty good. Jennifer Connelly, so I'll vote A Beautiful Mind. Sure. Jonathan.
All right, here's another one of my first time watches, The Pledge, because I am a Jack Nicholson fan. It is an underrated thriller. I liked it. It's a good movie. It's less of a crime cop investigation thriller than it is a character study. I think it is more of a character study because the first half is like your traditional cop drama thriller, and then it just focuses more on his character and his trajectory succumbing to this pledge here. And the ending, without giving it away, I think it's alluding to what I said a little bit ago, that he has succumbed to this pledge. And that's all I'll say about that.
Oh, yeah. That kind of makes sense.
I
see what you're saying, yeah.
Yeah. But no, it's a great Nicholson performance. Sean Penn does a good job directing this movie. Yeah, and the ensemble it's packed. It's great. It's a great cast. Yeah. I thought they were underutilized a little, they're underutilized. There is a great scene featuring Mickey Rourke, though. He's great in it. Although A Beautiful Mind is a great movie, in my opinion. I think it features a magnificent Russell Crowe performance that, in my opinion, should have won the Oscar over Denzel, although Denzel was great as well. But if you want to look up the history of what happened in 2001, it's kind of funny. So I'm going to go for A Beautiful Mind. I think it is definitely one of the better movies of 2001, for sure. The Pledge is a good movie. If you're a Nicholson fan, I recommend it.
Yeah. Steven, what do you say?
Man, this one's kind of hard because I love both of these movies, actually. Although it's nice to see a Best Picture winner actually making it far. I agree that it probably should have been Russell Crowe over Denzel Washington, because as great as Denzel Washington is in Training Day, He is a very cartoonishly evil character.
Ooh,
Like,
I disagree about that one.
I disagree too.
Yeah.
Hey man, King Kong ain't got shit on him. All right.
Yeah.
This is hard.
Things going on though.
Because it's been a long time since I've seen The Pledge, but I do remember loving it. And from what I remember, it's basically a study of obsession. Because Nicholson's character becomes obsessed with finding the killer. So I'll give it a vote to The Pledge, so that it's not a complete. I mean, so that it's 2 votes and not just 1 vote for it.
Yeah.
Right. But I will say one of the really underrated performances in The Pledge is Benicio del Toro playing like a mentally challenged guy. I thought that was really good. So.
Oh no!
Stay put on the Philosopher's Stone.
Oh shit!
All right.
Oh wow!
Hitting our childhoods here.
And of course I've got to go first on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is actually really tough because I really love Shrek, but I'm a big Harry Potter fan as well, and but this is one that I think I'm slightly going to go Shrek on this because the first Harry Potter movie is not my favorite in the franchise, so Shrek.
Yeah, Austin.
No, it's easy for me. I'm not a Harry Potter guy, and that first one is the corniest of all of them. So I'm easily going Shrek on this one. It's a total Chris Columbus movie. Oh my god, that movie's corny as hell.
I mean, I guess you're disappointed Kevin McAllister's not in there. I mean,
yeah, I'm surprised. I'm surprised Harry Daniel Radcliffe's not going.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Yeah, it's a movie with troll bogeys and like the troll scene. Someone mentioned that the other night that it was good. But and like there was some fun stuff, kind of like if you read the books and you're a fan of them, like seeing the magic kind of like slowly reveal itself, and then you see all these different magical things. You're kind of like, wow, they really nailed the books. Like the characters look like almost every character looks exactly like the book. It's one of the best adaptations to a book that I've ever seen before. And you know what? I was set to maybe vote for Shrek because this is one of the lesser books, but just because like how they nailed it was just so good, I think I got to go for the Sorcerer's Stone. So I'll go Harry Potter. But Jonathan.
Yeah, this matchup is the definition of childhood, and it hit me at the right time while watching these movies because Harry Potter, I was reading them while in school, and it just got me. And when I saw it on screen for the first time in the theater, it was just a magical experience. With Shrek, it was another magical experience because I saw it with my family as well. I thought it was a great story, ripping off of these fairy tales, making fun of those fairy tales, and then adding a little modern twist to it. Like it starts out with the the Smash Mouth song, so gets you into the high spirit of things with this movie, and it does feature, I think, one of the best voice performances ever, as far as I'm concerned. Eddie Murphy as Donkey. So, boy, this is close for me. I'm actually on the same page with Malcolm. Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. It is a really good movie, really charming film, very festive film. But it is not one of my favorites. But Shrek, I think, is a top tier animated movie. I think it's one of my favorite animated movies of all time. So Shrek.
Yeah. Steven, what do you say?
So 2001 was the year I graduated high school. So this is not.
The age thing.
So this is not my childhood.
Well, neither was mine. I was in high school, so
yeah,
I'm not that far off of you, Steven. Yeah, I was in high school, so it was a little out of my age range.
I was like a sophomore or something. Yeah.
So I enjoy both of these movies, but I don't have that childhood nostalgia for them the way that some of the younger people would. So I mean, they're both solid. But I would probably choose to rewatch Harry Potter over Shrek, so I'll go with Harry Potter.
Wolfman watched this movie when he was a toddler, right? Is that when
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Like he was like 2.
Yeah, right.
Oh, okay. Richie.
He was born in '97 or something.
Yeah, and he grew up with Shrek too.
Yeah. Shrek the Third.
Like, I would like to go to like a Rick and Morty multiverse just to see what Shrek would be like if it went ahead with Chris Farley as Shrek, because that was meant to happen in the '90s. But like what we got is great. I think it proves what like a phenomenon, what a juggernaut Shrek was. When I think I watched this, I did watch this at school. Muck up day at school at the end of the year. But I think it was in like 2002, which meant like the movie had only been out for a year, and everybody was reciting the lines. So and people had already watched this multiple times already, and it hadn't been on DVD for that long. I don't feel like Harry. I mean, I liked Harry Potter, but I feel like it did hit its stride after Prisoner of Azkaban. So I'm gonna go Shrek here. I think Shrek is great, and I'm looking forward to Shrek 5 when that comes out. So yeah, I'll go Shrek.
Yeah,
I hope they use that that Puss in Boots animation for Shrek 5. That would be
that'd be cool.
Yeah,
so Shrek moves on.
Yeah, Shrek 42.
Shrek.
Uh-huh.
Shrek's still an all-star.
Yep.
Oh
yeah.
Here it is.
Come on,
Training.
fuck off.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Training day win.
Okay. I'm actually allowed to say something here.
Yes.
Right? This was the anticipated movie, right? Joe Dirt. Okay.
Oh yeah, if you want to say a little something.
All right. Obviously, I voted for Training Day. It's really good. But Joe Dirt, it's not awful, but it's bad.
Yes, it is.
But it's bad. It's the thing is that I got angry because they had a good story going for it, but it's just dragged down by the typical bathroom jokes, and it just kept going and going. And then it was like, can we just get back to the talk radio stuff with Dennis Miller? Actually, there's something there. And then it's actually kind of sad towards the end. It was like, oh God, it's like, why am I sad for Joe Dirt? But at least, okay, so I'll just say it's not the hot chick, it's not the animal, but at least Joe Dirt, I think it's just a bad movie, not an awful trash movie. So there you go. But Training Day,
it's 2001 when you're like, it's 2001 when you're like, can we please get to Dennis Miller and see the funny? I want to see funny Dennis Miller. Like,
right.
Man, Dennis Miller is one of the highlights of this movie. Man, he's
blah
great.
blah blah. Gorbachev.
Man, I haven't seen this many laughs since Ceausescu did the bah, bah, bah.
Yeah, right.
Dennis Miller was in the net, and I like the net.
He's good in the net. I don't like the movie, but he is good in it.
Listen, I will forever defend Bordello of Blood, but it's not great. You know what I mean? Like, it's just what it is.
All right.
Anyways. All right, Mummy Returns. Oh, Mummy Returns tournament winner. Mummy Returns. Insane. Look, I mean, I like Mummy Returns overall. I think it's a significant step down from the original. I think, Jordan, you're kind of out of your mind for thinking it's better than the original. Like, that original one's like a perfect movie, and this one is like, I mean, I'm sorry, the CGI Scorpion stuff is horrible. The kid is annoying. I mean, but it has its highlights. It's all right. It's watchable. Ghost World's a good movie too. I don't know. Mummy Returns won the other night for some reason, so I'll go Ghost World. Yeah.
Well, I think maybe the reason why I like the Return to it, because when it comes back, these are characters that you know and you love already, and you're kind of like excited to see like Rick back and all the cast of characters, and so you're just waiting for all these different characters to pop up and have their moments, and they all do, and like the CGI isn't great. I don't mind the kid in it, but like I just have a little more fun. I just feel like they take what was great about the next one and they ramp it up. Then they add a few extra elements like they didn't need the Scorpion King and all that, but that's fine. I still do like it slightly better. It's not a lot better, but it's slightly. And then Ghost World I watched for the first time earlier this week for this, and it's it's really good. It's one of those kind of just like, it's almost like a character study too, or a hangout kind of slash that type of movie. And yeah, it's good. But I got to go for The Mummy Returns, because my number one thing about movies is how entertained am I, and I'm way more entertained by The Mummy. So, but Jonathan.
Yeah, this is an interesting matchup. The Mummy Returns. Look, I wasn't mad about it winning, but come on, over the other movie. Come on, guys. But look, but it is a fun movie. I like it. It's a fun sequel. It is another one of those movies that I watched when I was when did it come? When I was a kid, and I just had fun with it. And yeah, I was having fun until that Scorpion King reveal. Just I was out of it. But no, it didn't really destroy my experience with it. So I still rewatch that, because of the chemistry between Fraser and Rachel Weisz, and of course Oded Fehr's back as Ardeth Bay. Ghost World is very interesting. It's very weird. It's one I would want to go back and rewatch, because I liked it very much for being about nothing. It's like one of those rare movies I like, where it's sort of about nothing, but it's sort of about what to do with your life after graduation. Mm-hmm. And they approach it in a very quirky fashion, directed by Terry Zwigoff, who made the movie Crumb. That's a great documentary that people should check out. So, yeah, there's some good performances, and I'll go with Ghost World. Yeah, I'll vote Ghost World. Mummy Returns had its day in the sun.
Mm-hmm. Well, kind of attribute The Mummy Returns once the Scorpion King shows up to like Alien Romulus when the Manamorph shows up, and I'm kind of like, ugh, like what is this? It's great until
that was the one that took you out of the movie. That
that creature, like the movie's a near masterpiece.
Yeah.
Until that shows up.
Yeah, how dare you? Yeah, sorry. I'll defend body horror all day, every day.
Not that one. Not that
body horror is awesome. I will.
It's good body horror.
Body horror.
I don't know what.
No, I like that one.
What that was.
I like that one instead of the other thing.
Yeah, but but Steven, what do you say?
I couldn't find Ghost World streaming. I mean, according to IMDb, it was supposed to be on MGM Plus, which is an Amazon Prime Video. But
I watched it somewhere. I can't remember where I watched it though.
When I searched for Ghost World on Prime Video, you had to either rent it or buy it.
It's on Tubi.
Oh yeah, Tubi. That's where I watched it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tubi. I probably would have watched it, but Tubi for me is a last resort because I don't like commercial breaks.
No, but Tubi's the best one of all of them. I tried to watch something on Plex. I tried to watch Joyride on Plex. That shit was just as bad as Pluto. Like they give you a false sense of security. You watch like 20 minutes. There's like no ads, and then every 7 minutes there's like 2.5 minutes of diaper ads and dog food ads, and it's horrible.
Yeah. On Tubi you get like maybe 2-3 ad breaks.
You get like a 60-second ad break about every 15 minutes. That's not bad at all. I can deal with that. Yeah, it's actually not bad.
Yeah, Tubi is definitely worth it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's
free
all
day. Yeah,
it's free. Yeah.
So I'll go with The Mummy Returns. I mean, yeah, I guess the CGI Scorpion King is terrible, but that's like 2 minutes of the movie.
Yeah,
2 minutes. More than that.
Maybe 5 minutes tops.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but Richie, what do you say?
Yeah, it feels like CGI is bad though. When even in 2001, you're pointing out how bad the CGI is. This is just before the PS. I think it's the same year as PS2 came out, right?
Yeah, so, the same graphics.
Yeah, I was in the theater when that thing came out. I was like, "Oof, this is not good."
Yeah, it's like early PS1 graphics, like 1996.
I mean, I love Air Force One, but when Air Force One crashes into the ocean, that's a pretty terrible CG. Some pretty terrible CGI.
Yeah,
yeah. I don't know. I just feel like this was. Yeah, I feel like the technology advanced more at this point that it shouldn't be that bad, but it was. I liked. So Mummy Returns. I don't hate it. Just it was just a dramatic step down from the first one. And I guess the appeal for me was like, hey, The Rock's going to be in a movie, and he's not in it that long. but yeah, and then yeah, Ghost World. My sister would rent this movie out all the time, and it took me a while to sort of get it. But yeah, and I liked it. Remember when Thora Birch was in movies? Yeah,
Yeah.
she was very 90s, early 2000s. But yeah, but I do like the film, so I'm going to go Ghost World.
Yeah, but I think that could be a fun topic for like a podcast, like worst uses of CGI, and we can just point them all out, or do like best practical effects and like point those out too. So,
What would you include de-aging in that?
probably. I mean, I know there's some bad ones, but
Indiana
Yeah,
Jones as well.
but we could definitely do like a worse CGI, and I could pull either brief clips or at least screenshots
Yeah.
of those things. Yeah, and show them on screen.
yeah, we could do that. But
Reptile from
like-
Mortal Kombat.
yeah.
I mean, I love The Irishman, but the de-aging in that movie.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. That's bad. Yeah, but you can't de-age the movements of old people. But Malcolm, what do you say?
I will say it's interesting seeing like how one year can have like a very like at one extreme of CGI to another. Because you got Lord of the Rings, which is really good CGI, then you got Mummy Returns.
Yeah, the same year.
Look, I despite the bad CGI on there, I do like the Mummy Returns. It's definitely not better than the first one. Jordan, you're crazy for that.
I think they're on par with each other. I don't.
Whoa!
Like
Bullshit.
No.
Or better.
Yeah, like I do like the Mummy Returns. I do think like it's a good story, and I enjoy it for what it is. But yeah, I actually did watch Ghost World for this, and I kind of was surprised by it, and I really liked it. So I'm going to go Ghost World.
All right, so Ghost World takes it.
It's crazy when movies from the 90s, like Jurassic Park and like Toy Story and that kind of thing, can be way better than a 2001 movie.
This is interesting for me.
Los Otros.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Los Otros. Yeah.
Jordan.
Yeah. So I watched Along Came a Spider for this, and it's not good. It's really cheesy, and like
I like that movie.
Really,
it's pretty good. Yeah.
For me,
Yeah,
it just feels like a bad '90s movie. Like it. And I guess it was supposed to be like an Alex Cross movie or something like that. And it's just not. I don't know. Like the music's corny. The effects are bad. Not as bad as The Mummy Returns, but still like bad. But I also don't love the others either. Just because I point out that scene where the girl's under the little sheet and then so Nicole Kidman's like, where's my daughter? And she's like, are you mad? I am your daughter. It's like, give me a break. It was like the biggest eye roll scene. And it just like doesn't work for me. I don't really even like Nicole Kidman that much. She has some good movies. She has a handful of like 4 or 5 where she's great. But other than that, I just don't care for her. I'll still probably give it to The Others. That's a horror movie. And it does have some creepy vibes other than the one I pointed out. So I'll go The Others, sure. Jonathan.
This is the matchup of first-time watches here. I'm sorry, Austin. I gotta deliver some more bad news. I didn't like Along Came a Spider either.
Jesus Christ. Y'all should watch Alex Cross and see a real bad Alex Cross.
No, that's the worst one.
Like,
That's
what are you
the
guys
worst
talking
one.
about?
Yeah,
this is Morgan Freeman. Like, this movie's
No.
pounds better than the other one.
No. Alex Cross is the worst one.
Yeah,
but
it is the worst one. Yeah,
but no, Morgan Freeman's performance is good, and I did like Michael Wincott's performance as well. And the less said about his character, the better. I was into it until the second half of the movie, or the last 30 minutes. Like, there are a few plot holes in the first half, and then when we get to the last 30 minutes, I was angry because it was riddled with plot holes, contrivances, and stuff that makes no sense whatsoever.
Yeah.
And and then there's this twist, and I kind of saw it coming, but then when it was revealed, when it was revealed, I didn't buy it. I didn't buy that motive, and I don't know. Nah. It wasn't very good, and the climax was just like autopiloted. To be quite honest, I don't think it was that great. But yeah, it had something going for it, but it just ultimately failed. The others, this is my favorite of the first time watches. I thought it was very good in its immersive atmosphere, its gothic atmosphere. I think Kidman does a very good job, as a quietly hypnotic character, having this maternal presence and also this disciplined persona of protecting her children from sunlight and other things. And I like that the other cast members do not show their hand in certain scenes. It did fool me a little bit when it, what happens in the end, because I thought it was going to go one way, but then it went another. So, yeah, 'tis the spooky season is around the corner, and yeah, I think I'll watch it again. So why not? I'll give it to the others.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll just throw in just real quick. So there's an opening scene in Along Came a Spider that I swear you can see like the sets, and like it looks like it's on a set where there's like a car on the side of the bridge and it falls down into the water. I'm like, that looks like it's literally on a set and it's badly lit and badly shot. I'm like, what is this?
You know what? I thought you were going to talk about the bad CGI on that car.
Oh yeah, well
that was
the CGI awful. Too. Yeah, it was awful too. Yeah, but Steven, what do you say?
This is a really easy match. My opinion of Along Came a Spider actually kind of echoes Jonathan's. I love Kiss the Girls. I think I thought that one is actually really good. But I found Along Came a Spider to be very mediocre. I mean, the first half is great, but once Michael Wincott's character disappears, it falls off a cliff. And the third act is just stupid. The others is great. I mean, I'll admit when the movie came out originally, I thought the twist at the end was a little too similar to another twist. But over the years, I've grown to really like it because it's kind of like a haunted house, but in reverse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's true. Well, Richie, what do you say?
I like Along Came a Spider.
I do too, but yeah, the CGI of the green screen is pretty bad. I'm rewatching it right now on the Note tab. The green screen, the ladies hanging in the car and like hanging off the thing. It's like horrible green screen. Holy shit, this is bad.
Yeah.
That's fucking horrible.
I need to rewatch that. I mean, I watched it I watched it for the first time a couple of years ago. But yeah, I didn't mind it. But yeah, the third act is wacky. That's the twist with Monica Potter. I won't get into it, but yeah, and I don't know. I probably prefer Ashley Judd than Monica Potter.
All right, let's talk over it so we don't get copyrighted. But hang on, watch this. This is pretty bad. No, I have to.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have this lady.
Holy shit! That's bad. Oh god, that's horrible.
You see the lighting up there? It's like,
yeah, the helicopter light. They're trying to get the car.
Oh god, that's shitty.
Yeah, it's really so bad.
And there he goes.
Yeah. Okay.
Morgan Freeman's reaction is us.
Okay. Sorry. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm voting for the others. All right, let's move on. All right, that's fine.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry.
We hear Malcolm's take. I mean,
I made a mistake.
Okay. I will. I'll vote for Long Came. I'll still stand by Long Came a Spider, but that looks bad. Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, Malcolm, what are you voting for? Go ahead. I'm
just because I've seen the movie The Others.
Okay. By the way, fun fact: the director of Along Came a Spider directed Die Another Day.
Yeah,
that had terrible CGI.
And Triple X State of the Union.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I like the one sequence where he's running around like Die Hard with a Vengeance, like answering the phones and trying to get the clues and like.
Okay, that was a good scene.
Like that's a good scene. Like that's the scene I remember. I forgot about the opening. Sorry about that. I apologize. That's really bad. Shame on you. Shame on you, Lee Tamahori.
Yeah.
Oh, I know another teen movie up against Ali.
Okay.
What a whack! All right, this gets the treatment.
Yeah.
All right. All right, timestamp that one, Brian, for the future best of tournament fights. Pez changes his opinion on a long game of Spider midstream.
Yeah, midstream. Yeah.
Sorry about
that
that.
CGI.
All right, Jonathan.
Game is far from over. Okay, long story short, I have not seen Not Another Teen Movie. A few people said that it is one of the better spoof movies. I'm not a fan of spoof movies ever since, the end of the Naked Gun trilogy. But Ollie's a good movie, not a great movie. It's not one of Michael Mann's best movies, but I'll still vote for Ollie.
Yeah. Steven, what do you say?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've seen Not Another Teen Movie, and I do remember thinking, oh well, I mean, compared to like anything from Friedberg and Seltzer, it's certainly better than that.
Yeah, way better than that.
I still wouldn't call it great. It's still nowhere near the Naked Gun movies or Airplane or
Hot Shots.
Well, I don't remember Hot Shots, but I love the sequel, Hot Shots Part 2.
Yeah.
So Ollie, I agree, is good, not great, but even good, Michael Mann is still really good. So Ollie.
Yeah. Richie, what do you say?
I actually love Not Another Teen Movie. I think it's really funny. Give me an F, give me an A, give me a lick my pussy ass cock shit. And then the you son of a bitch.
I like that they got the same guy from Varsity Blues and the concussion counter, and they kill him at the end of basically.
The concussion.
Yeah, just keeps getting hit in the head, and it's concussions till he's dead. Like, I think that's a funny running gag, actually.
Yeah. What the fuck just happened?
Yeah.
And then, they're talking in the background. He's getting loaded in the stretcher, and he pulls up. It's funny. Eric Christian Olsen's actually pretty good in this movie. He's underrated. It's first time I saw Chris Evans. He's good. This movie, there's a very memorable. We talk about Sam Levine. Sam Levine's in this movie. I like. There's a lot of poop jokes. There's a few poop jokes. There's like a very unsettling, cruel intentions. But I do really like it. I think it's actually clever than a lot of other spoof movies you get. And Ali is good, but I find myself going back to Not Another Teen Movie more. So I'm going to go Not Another Teen Movie.
Yeah. Malcolm, what do you say here?
Hey, Richie, guess what? I've finally seen Ali.
Oh, yeah.
You're giving me shit. I can't remember what the tournament was. You're giving me shit down on that tournament not seeing Ali. But I've finally seen it. I think it's great. And I do actually really like Not Another Teen Movie as well. But just slightly, I'm going to go Ali here.
Yeah. Austin.
Yeah, these are actually surprisingly similar because I'll defend Not Another Teen Movie. I think it's one of the last bastions of like good spoof movies, that came out. It does kind of have more of that Zucker vibe than like a Friedberg Seltzer thing, and it's actually got some clever stuff. Yeah, especially just and it came out at the right time. I mean, it was right after all those late '90s, She's All That, 10 Things I Hate About You kind of things, and it works, and it's funny. But yeah, I've always defended Ali. I think it's a pretty solid movie, and that cast is stacked. Like when you watch that movie, there's just everybody's in it. And I think it's still one of Will Smith's best movies. So I'll go Ali.
Yeah, this was actually pretty close for me because, Not Another Teen Movies, pretty dang funny. Like, I like the thing Ross pointed out the other day where they're doing like the like 10 Things I Hate About You, where he comes into the bleachers and he's singing and he's like, Janie's got a gun. He's like, oh my God,
they got a gun. Holy shit.
Yeah. So there's that. Or like
run away.
Yeah, right. And also that like Mr. T's, Chris Evans' inner dialogue, like throw the ball, not yourself.
Beat the ball and throw yourself.
Yeah. Oh yeah, lift the ball and throw yourself. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, but so it is pretty good, just because we don't get a lot of like even even mediocre spoof movies. Or I'll go Not Another Teen Movie, sure.
All right, so it's close, but Ali will take that one, Malcolm.
Yeah.
All right.
Right, we've got Bandits up against From Hell.
Okay.
Bandits from Hell. Okay.
Right?
Mhm.
Bandits from Hell.
Mhm.
Yeah, Steven.
I haven't seen From Hell since it was in theaters, but I remember thinking it was fine. A little dull at times, but mostly pretty good. But I love Bandits. I love the chemistry between those three. And it kind of has a twist at the end that actually surprised me. So I'll go with Bandits.
Yeah. Richie, what do you say?
I don't have great recollection on either of these. I think we, because Dad owned a video store at the time, so we had a pretty big copy of From Hell. Watched it a couple of times. It was all right. It's okay. But yeah, I do vaguely remember liking Bandits more. I think it's entertaining. I need to go back to it. So if so slightly, I'll go Bandits.
Yeah. Malcolm, what do you say?
Just because I've seen it, I'm voting From Hell because I actually did quite like the movie. It's still got to get around to seeing Bandits, but I'll get around to it eventually.
Yeah. Austin.
Yeah, it's weird. From the directors of Menace to Society comes From Hell about Jack the Ripper in Victorian era London. That's just odd to me. Like, it seems like From Hell should be directed by Tim Burton, and it's not. It's a little odd. But yeah, these are each ones I've seen like once. I remember From Hell being okay. I would probably like it if I went back to it because I like kind of serial killer procedurals and stuff like that. So I'll go with From Hell.
Yeah. These are both movies I've seen probably twice each, and I think that they're both good. Yeah, I think that the main thing about Bandits is the cast. I think that there's a really good cast between the main three with Bruce Willis, Billy Bob Thornton, and Cate Blanchett. But yeah, From Hell just has a creepy vibe, and he's like smoking opium and to like be able to have hallucinations that like help him with his case, and it's real like dreamlike in like some sequences, and like I think that it's good. So I'll probably give the edge to From Hell. Yeah, but Jonathan, what do you think?
I have not seen From Hell. Bandits is passable for me. I felt like the triangle was a little off-putting. I felt like they didn't know what to do with Blanchett as a character. But the thing that made me like it was Billy Bob Thornton. I thought he was subtly funny with his line deliveries and his physical gags. And Steven's right. There is a twist at the end that was actually pretty good, directed by Barry Levinson. So, yeah, there are enough very good scenes that I was thoroughly entertained. So, yeah, I'll give the slight edge to Bandits.
Yeah.
Right, so it's a tie to Steven. We'll go up to you.
I'll keep Bandits.
Bandits.
All right.
Got Rat Race up against the Royal Tenenbaums.
Okay. All right, Richie.
Yeah. So the winner of part 2 is Royal Tenenbaums.
Part 1. Part 2, yeah.
Or part 1.
Or part 1, yeah.
Part 1, yeah. Roll. I see what you did there, by the way, Malcolm. Isn't that the New Zealand poster? I can tell by the rating system. UK one. Royal Tenenbaums, I think I've seen once or twice. It's always this movie thing I play, like Movidoodle or whatever. Like, when I get to guess the movie, I always like guess it first because it's got an ensemble cast, so it's just easy to it's easy to decipher what movie it is based on that. But but as far as the movie goes, I don't know. I'm maybe not a huge Wes Anderson guy. That's probably why. But it's not my favorite Wes Anderson anyway. Rat Race I've talked about a lot. I think this movie is a lot of fun. Both these movies are ensembles really, but Rat Race is a lot of fun. And just a great kind of kind of almost remake of It's a Mad World. Just great. Yeah, Rowan Atkinson's great. Everyone's great in this movie. I'm gonna go Rat Race.
Yeah. Malcolm, what do you say?
Yeah, I don't think it's a New Zealand post, just from the language of the tagline.
I didn't see the language of that.
It's probably somewhere in Europe, but
I think that's a
German.
German
It looks
poster.
German.
Yeah.
It's German. Yeah, I didn't see the
What?
language underneath.
But yeah, I do like the Royal Tenenbaums. I do think it's great, but yeah, I said this on part one. I think Rat Race is an underrated comedy, and I think it's a lot of fun. The second of two movies with Smash Mouth in it, songs.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I'm gonna go Rat Race.
Not just Smash Mouth songs, but literally them in concert at the end of the
right.
movie.
Yeah.
Live. Yeah. Not even just on the things, just like totally concert. I'm not a Wes Anderson guy. Royal Tenenbaums is just not my bag. But I love Rat Race. I think I saw Rat Race 2 or 3 times in the theaters. Like I love that movie. I showed it to a lot of people. Like that movie's super, super underrated. Yeah, as far as comedy, I think it's one of the better movies of 2001. Actually, when you look at the whole of the year, I think it's actually really funny. So I'll easily go Rat Race.
Yeah, I'm also not a big Wes Anderson fan either, but the Royal Tenenbaums is one of the more tolerable ones for me. like when it won, I just pulled a clip of Gene Hackman just like doing crazy shenanigans with the 2 kids of Ben Stiller, and like that's pretty entertaining stuff. But yeah, I think Rat Race is a lot of fun, and like I can think of like a funny moment from almost every single character in this movie. Like one of the scenes me and my brother always laugh at is like at the beginning when like John Cleese is like trying to explain everything, and he's like, all right, now go, and like no one's going, but then the way he laughs too, he's like ha ha ha, and like just the most awkward laugh you ever heard. We're like, what is this? Like we're kind of taken like kind of off put, but then we like kind of had like an awkward pause, and then we laughed. We're like, what was that? but it actually kind of weirdly works. So yeah, I'll go Rat Race. It's pretty good, yeah. But Jonathan.
The Royal Tenenbaums is a great movie. It's one of Wes Anderson's best. I'll leave it at that. It's what you just said, Jordan. It's mostly because of Gene Hackman's performance. I think he really ties that whole movie together, and it's aptly titled that way. And it's a really fantastic movie. Rat Race was the last movie I just watched, like about 20 minutes before we started the show.
Oh, nice.
This episode. You are right. It is one of the better movies of 2001. I had fun. And one of the better scenes in the movie was the one with John Cleese. I think every scene with John Cleese was funny.
Yeah.
Not every character was funny. I did not love John Lovitz. I didn't want any more scenes with them.
You like the Hitler stuff with the mustache?
No.
Okay.
No.
It is funny when he makes his daughter take a shit out of the window. Like,
Yeah,
that's pretty funny.
On paper,
She's
but
like, I'm not gonna stop. And she you cut to her, she's got her ass out the window.
No, on
She's going,
paper,
I'm really dogging it. Like, no, that shit is funny.
No.
he's like, Daddy, I hate you. I hate you.
I hate you. All right, nobody's looking. like fall away. Like it's really funny.
Whoopi is basically the more subdued character of the whole ensemble. Surprisingly, Rowan Atkinson made me laugh. His character.
It's an ace. I hope I win. It's an ace.
Yeah,
so
he did.
I'm winning.
Let's see.
We are holding ass.
Yeah, he was great. Wait, who else made me laugh? There was a hard laugh.
Cuba Gooding Jr. stuff is good.
Yeah, it was all right.
The ref who fucked up the coin toss, and now he's getting lynched.
That was funny.
Yeah, it's funny.
And the bus tipping over.
All the Lucy's in there, yeah. Oh,
yeah. So the one element that really surprised me were the brothers. I hated them from the start, but then I grew to like them at the end.
like Seth Green and the other guy. With
The other guy. And the monster truck scene made me howl with laughter. It made me lose it. I was like, that was so funny. But I know that Rat Race is moving on, but I'm going to give the Royal Tenenbaums a vote here. Yeah, I like Rat Race. It's actually one of the upper tier ones that I watched for the first time. So yeah, but the Royal Tenenbaums gets my vote.
Yeah. Steven.
R.I.P. to Steve Howell, by the way.
Oh yeah.
From Smash Mouth.
He died in Idaho, in his home in Idaho, which is kind of interesting.
Good ending. Yeah, it was a good ending. Steven?
Steven?
I would have gone with Royal Tenenbaums because I've seen it more. I don't think I've seen. I think I saw Rat Race once in theaters, and I do remember enjoying it. But my memory is a little fuzzy on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rat Race takes it. Right.
Oh, the helicopter scene. That made me lose it too.
Oh yeah.
You got Orange County up against Monsters.
Oh man, that's pretty hard.
That's actually
Yeah.
Malcolm.
Yeah, I do like this is actually pretty tough. Both of these movies are great. And honestly I think Monsters Inc. doesn't it gets its love. I don't think people always put in the top tier picks. I think it's all the time, but I think it belongs there. So just because both of these are great movies, I'm going to champion the 2001 movie and move on Monsters Inc. here.
Yeah. Austin.
Yeah, no, they're both close, and yeah, Monsters Inc. is probably like a top 10 Pixar. I think that movie's great. Yeah, and it's aged very well. And Orange County is really good too. I rewatched it pretty recently, and man, Orange County gets it right, man. It's a comedy that's like 79 minutes, man. They get it right. you're in and out, and I certainly appreciate that. But I'll go Monsters Inc. here just slightly.
Yeah. I think lately I'm just pretty high on Catherine O'Hara. Like I'm a big Catherine O'Hara fan after seeing Beetlejuice, and then she's in Orange County as like the wino kind of mom, and yeah, and like it's just like a good fun story about a dysfunctional family, and then you got Colin Hanks like it was like I want to be a writer, and then John Lithgow. It's like, why do you want to be a writer? You're not oppressed. You're not gay. Like, he just doesn't get it. And then Jack Black's pretty funny. And yeah, Monsters Inc. is great also. But man, I just love Orange County. That's one that I grew up watching. And like, if you haven't ever seen the outtakes or the interstitials or some of the best things, you can find them on YouTube. You should go check those out because they're great. So Orange County. Jonathan.
Yes, Orange County is good. It is a lot of fun, but Monsters Inc. is a masterpiece in my opinion. I think it's a fantastic movie, one of the absolute best movies of 2001. It's heart tugging. I mean, if you don't at least tear up at the last 10 minutes, 10-15 minutes, your heart is made out of stone. And great voice acting by Billy Crystal and John Goodman, and also Steve Buscemi as well. So yeah, Orange County is fun, but Monsters Inc. is a greater movie. So Monsters Inc.
Yeah. Steven.
It's funny. Usually when you've got a live action versus a animation and they're very close together, for me, I would normally go with the live action one. But I think in this case, I will actually go with Monsters Inc.
Yeah. Richie, what do you say?
Yeah, Orange County is great, but yeah, I love me some Monsters Inc. I think it is a fantastic movie. And yeah, I think the voice work of Billy Crystal and John Goodman is second to none. I think it's one of the all-time Pixar movies. So yeah, but yeah, Orange County is good, but I'm gonna give my love to Monsters Inc. here. So Monsters Inc.
Yeah, Monsters Inc.
Yeah, but they have an attraction at Disney World called the Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor. It's kind of like a stand-up thing for kids, but they do this thing where they're like, "This is funny, but not as funny as this guy," and they pick a random person out of the audience, and they pick my dad to be the person. They kept going back to him too. They're like, "All right, now let's take a break and go back to that guy again," and they kept showing him on the screen for some reason over and over. It was fun stuff.
We've got
Richie, you want an NXT spoiler?
Sure.
Obafemi's open challenge was answered by Alexander Hammerstone. What the fuck? Holy
shit! Sick.
Anyways, sorry, just interrupting real quick. It's all over Reddit right now. Sorry. Anyways, Malcolm, go ahead. That's insane. That's gonna be great.
We've got an Orlando Bloom matchup, Black Hawk Down versus
Orlando Bloom.
Hey,
Nice.
All right. Well, it'll be Austin first.
Yeah, you got fog all over your thing, Malcolm. Yeah, your camera.
Well, my webcam was glitching, so I had to.
Glitchy. Okay, yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Yeah, again, like Fellowship's not a bad movie. I'm just kind of overseeing. I feel like we've seen Lord of the Rings movies in like every tournament over the last like 2 months, and I'm just kind of over it. But yeah, Blackout Down's great, and yeah, we got to praise Ridley Scott when he makes good movies. So I'll go with the Blackout Down.
Yeah, man. So I do really love both of these movies, and but I mean, like all Lord of the Rings are in my top 20, and we're probably going to see them a lot just because they're that popular and that good. I don't know whether or not you're into that kind of thing or not. I mean, I definitely am, and like I can watch these movies over and over again, and they don't get tired. They're going to have half the cast at a convention I'm going to, which I've already met most of them, to be honest, because they're at like a ton of conventions. But yeah, I just think that it's just really, really good, and this is where you get to really know the Fellowship and like everyone that's in this group, and you get some really awesome moments from all of them. So I got to go with Fellowship. But Jonathan, what do you say?
Yeah, this is gonna break my heart here because both of these are great. Yeah, Black Hawk Down is a great war movie. I think it's a violent, brutal, but emotional war film. Features one of Hartnett's best performances. And Fellowship of the Ring is great. It is also one of the best movies of 2001. It is a tough one. Yeah, I go back to Fellowship more because of how the journey has started, and also all of the cast are exceptional, and you really vibe with them and Peter Jackson's vision of that world. If it were executed badly, you wouldn't have gotten the phenomenon it has gotten, today, and it should be acknowledged for that. So, Fellowship of the Ring. However, if it does make it to 2000, I don't think it's going to get very far.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know.
I don't think so.
But like, we could make it past 2000, but not. It's not making it past 99. No, for sure. but Steven, what do you say?
Yeah, both of these are actually in my top 10 for 2001.
Yep.
But Fellowship of the Ring is number 1, so I gotta go with Fellowship.
Yep. Richie, what do you say?
Yeah, I like Fellowship. It's probably out of the trilogy. It's from my number 3 for me, but that's saying a lot because they're all good. Yeah, Black Hawk Down is great. Just slightly, I'm gonna go Black Hawk Down.
Yeah. Malcolm, what do you got here?
Yeah, this is actually slightly easy for me. I do like Black Hawk Down. I do think it is a good war movie, but yeah, I just love Fellowship of the Ring, so Fellowship.
Yep, so it'll be Fellowship. Sorry,
Next up, we've got Saving Silverman, aka Evil Woman, up against Frailty.
Okay.
Okay, man. Oh,
all right, Jordan.
Only on tournament.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, right. Only tournament. Yeah, these are like movies I kind of like on the same level because most of the time when movies like this come up, I'm mostly gonna go for the comedy because I'm a comedy guy. I think laughing is like the best thing, one of the best things you can do in life. But Frailty's so good though. Like it is really, really good. And I don't know. I just feel like I kind of want to champion it here. So because I think that Bill Paxton's really good and McConaughey's great. So yeah, give it to Frailty, actually. So, Jonathan, what do you say?
We just come across my last first-time watch, Evil Woman, or the United States Saving Silverman. Look, it is obnoxious. It is mean-spirited. But I got to be honest with myself, and I laughed. I mean, I laughed a lot during this movie. I don't know why Steve Zahn and Jack Black were not in more movies together. I mean, they had a good chemistry with each other. Zahn made me laugh more than Jack Black. Black, I think, just just screams and yells like ah. But
you mean like this?
Not that one. It's the scene where they attempt to kidnap Amanda Peet.
Yeah,
there's a scream in the shower where he's like ah, like that, something like that.
Yeah,
but yeah, they had a good natural chemistry. Biggs is fine. He's okay. I mean, I know where it was going, and I like that Amanda Peet's character is a sharper woman than anticipated. I mean, she's a tough cookie.
Come on, Arlie Ermy is funny in that damn movie.
Arlie Ermy is funny. I like that flashback with the ref. That was
he steals every scene he's in. He's awesome.
The little flag thing, yeah.
But Frailty is a better movie. I think it's a very solid thriller that I think Austin has talked me into rewatching now for the spooky season. It'll definitely be on my rewatches list for October. So yeah, I'm really hyping up for the October now. Yeah, so I'll go Frailty.
Yeah, but I will say that Saving Silverman was a movie that taught me that if the nachos stick together, that's one nacho. So if you're grabbing one off of someone's plate and they stick together, that's still one. But Steven, what do you say?
I don't think I've seen Saving Silverman, but if I did, I don't remember it. So I got to go with Frailty, which is great.
Yeah, Richie.
Yeah, I don't know why Australia, New Zealand, and maybe other places, I don't know, but they just couldn't keep Saving Silverman. Evil Woman's a very generic title. It reminds me of when Lucky Number 11 is not called Lucky Number 11 here, or maybe New Zealand, just called The Wrong Man, which is a dumb title. Yeah, so yeah, but I mean, I liked Saving Silverman or Evil Woman. What do you want? There were enough bits in it that were really funny. It's like one that sticks out for some reason is like right at the end where like I think it's Steve Zahn where they're showing him slow motion running down like I think it's a wedding aisle, and Amanda Peet just whacks him across the head with a plastic chair. It's very funny. I just thought, but yeah, I didn't really watch it. But yeah, Frailty is the better movie, so I'll go Frailty.
Yeah. Malcolm, what do you say?
Yeah, I like both of these movies. Frailty, I think, is a really good thriller. I think it's fun, but I really love Saving Silverman. I think it's funny, hilarious. I think it's great. So Evil Woman is my vote.
Yeah. And Austin.
Yeah, I mean, I'm giving it to Frailty because obviously it's in my 64. I've been like a champion of that movie for a really, really long time, probably since it came out. But I mean, I did rewatch Saving Silver recently, and I had a good time with it. I missed that sort of manic early 2000s comedy. Like they all have that similar kind of editing, and just it feels like anything could happen, and all these just wacky characters running around.
Yeah.
It's a style of comedy I just kind of miss that we don't really get anymore. So I at least appreciate that, and I can go back to it. But yeah, come on, Frailty's it's one of my favorite movies ever. So I'll stick with it.
Yeah.
All right.
Frailty.
Yeah. Next up, we've got Jurassic Park 3 up against My Big Fat Greek Wedding.
Okay.
All right.
It's another only on tournament fights.
Yeah.
But
it's a strange one.
Yeah, but yeah.
Jonathan. Okay. Alan.
Alan.
Okay, so Jurassic Park 3, I think it's a little mediocre. The thing is that I just couldn't stand the characters played by Tia Leone and William H. Macy. They just annoyed me. They annoyed me throughout the whole movie, and just oh my god!
Yeah,
shut up or get eaten by a dinosaur. Just shut up.
Actually, a t-shirt. Shut up or get eaten by a dinosaur.
Yeah. Like, can we get Michael Jeter back or something? Like, you know. But I mean, there's some nice, cool scenes, cool moments. I like the Raptors. But I mean, we got the first one, and you could debate whether the third one's better than the second one or the second one's better than the third one. I don't care. But My Big Fat Greek Wedding is a wonderful rom-com I rewatch a lot because it defies the rules or defies the cliches of most romantic comedies, and I think it's just very sweet and very relatable if you have a big family. So, yeah, My Big Fat Greek Wedding gets my vote.
Yeah, Steven, what do you say?
I still haven't gotten around to finishing My Big Fat Greek Wedding. It's just not really a movie that interests me. So it kind of feels like even though what I've seen so far is kind of cute, but also kind of sitcom-y, it's
way better than that. If you want to watch something,
go watch the actual sitcom. You'll appreciate the movie much more. The sitcom was shit.
Yeah,
or the sequels. The sequels are sitcom level.
Holy shit, that third movie's bad. That third movie's garbage.
Yeah, so I don't think Jurassic Park 3 is great either, but I still enjoy it, so I'll go with Jurassic Park 3.
Yeah. Richie, what do you say?
Yeah, I'm due for a rewatch of Jurassic Park 3. I haven't watched it since, probably watched it once since it came out at the theaters, so my recollection of it's not great. I remember thinking it was a bit, obviously, a step down between the other two. Big Fat Greek Wedding is great, but yeah, I don't think, has there ever been a steeper decline in quality between a first movie and a third movie? Like holy shit.
You make Jurassic Park and the Lost World, you can debate that.
I mean,
yeah, but as far as the steep decline, I wouldn't put Jurassic Park 3 on my worst of 2001. Like I would put, My Big Fat Greek Wedding 3 was my worst movie of last year.
Maybe the Mummy or the Mummy 3.
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah, so but just judging, but based on the first one is fun. I think maybe Nia Vidal is probably just pressured into make sequels, so it shouldn't have much of a story there. So I'll go make My Big Fat Greek Wedding.
Yeah, Malcolm, what do you say?
Yeah, I mean, even though part one was a bracket full of most terrible movies, I was surprised that Jurassic Park 3 made it all the way through to the championship. I can't remember what it took out to get here, but I think it did somehow beat a good movie. I do enjoy Jurassic Park 3 for the most part. Not that I'm saying it's up in the top 3 of the franchise, but I really love My Big Fat Greek Wedding. I think it's great, so it's getting my vote.
Yeah. Austin.
I'm sticking with My Big Fat Greek Wedding because again, it's in my 64. I think that movie's great. But yeah, I mean, I somewhat defend Jurassic Park 3. I know it's a step down from the first two, obviously, but man, that movie's 90 minutes and you are in and out, and it just hits you and you're done. And it's just a total here's the dinosaurs and we're just running around and there it is and we're out. And I can easily put it on and just breeze through it and at least appreciate it for that. But yeah, Tia Leone's not great in that movie, but I still like Sam Neill and I still think there's some decent stuff in there. But I'm still going with Wedding. And I did this just for you, Jonathan.
Alan.
Alan, yeah.
I distinctly remember I went to the theater. It gave me a jump scare. I'll tell you that in the theater though. When they cut to it, he just goes out. I was like, "Holy shit!" I was like, "Alan!" Yeah. It jump scared me though. I remember that in the theater. So,
yeah. I think for me, I've never really connected with My Big Fat Greek Wedding. It just doesn't do much for me. But I'm the biggest unapologetic fan of almost every movie in the Jurassic Park or World franchise, except for Fallen Kingdom. I don't like Fallen Kingdom, but yeah, but like all the rest, I really like, and these movies just they appeal to the like the 10-year-old boy inside of me that's just like just love seeing dinosaurs ripping people's heads off and just killing people and causing mayhem. And this one, you got freaking pterodactyls flying all over the place. They're going in these bird cage things, and it's like really cool that's and then the velociraptors, they're showing how they're smarter, and then they have the thing where you got to have the T-Rex, but it's a bigger, like mutated, smarter, like version, like bigger and scarier. Like you got to do that multiple times in this franchise. They're going to get bigger every time. So eventually, you have a Godzilla or whatever you're going to have. But yeah, I think that there's still a lot of fun because for the Jurassic Park movies, I mean, let's face it, I don't really come for the storyline. Even like in the first one to a degree, the thing that I love most are the dinosaurs for me personally. But I mean, first one does have a good story, and then none of the rest really have a great story. But the dinosaurs are just there, and they're cool looking, and the CGI works. It actually holds up, and so yeah, I'll give it to Jurassic Park 3.
All right. So Greek Wedding wins that one. Oh, and Richie, to answer your question, some other thirds that a steep decline. RoboCop 3 from the original RoboCop might be a candidate. Yeah. Rise of Skywalker is pretty.
I was just gonna say I find it really like it's funny that like with Mahershala Ali and it was announced for like way after Blade for the next Jurassic World, and we've seen stock footage like set on the set of that, and we haven't seen anything of Blade. That is crazy. I don't know.
I'm calling it right now. Blade is not happening. It's not happening. No. That movie's going to get canceled in a second now.
I think RoboCop 2 is really bad.
Yeah, I think RoboCop 2 is half of a good movie because I think there's some fun stuff in there, but it's half of a good movie. But I just mean steep decline because RoboCop rules, and then you get to RoboCop 3 and it's not good. So yeah. But anyway, sorry, Malcolm. Good.
It's got Spy Kids up against Scary Movie 2.
So Scary Movie 2 wins, right?
Nope.
Yeah. Nope. No, Spy Kids is atrocious. Nope. Get out of here. All right. If we got to go through it,
make it quick. I mean,
yeah.
Yeah, all right, I'll make it quick. I mean, Scary Movie 2 is okay. Spy Kids isn't great, but it's enjoyable enough family fare, so I'll go with Spy Kids.
Richie, what do you say?
Yeah, I like Scary Movie 2 enough. It's not as good as the first one, but I think obviously what they weren't really, I don't know if they were planning for a sequel, so they're just sort of parodying like older movies. But I think there's enough in there. Like, you got to take a strong hand. And I think David Cross.
Or the hand versus leg debate between David Cross and Chris Elliott.
Really that's fun. And then, like,
don't you give me a standing ovation?
Watch as I walk away. It's great. And then I think there's enough in there to enjoy here. Spy Kids just never been really for me. It's just not my thing. So I'll go Scary Movie 2.
Yeah. Malcolm, what do you say?
Yeah, no, I really enjoy Scary Movie 2. I do think it's a good movie. And like I'm one of the few that like think the first 4 Scary movies are all great to some degree. Like 5 is not good though, but you know what? I think the first Spy Kids is actually pretty good. Like I don't think it's terrible. So I'm gonna go Spy Kids. I love it.
Sure. Yeah. Austin, what do you say?
Yeah, I don't hate like the first 2 Spy Kids movies. I think the first 2 are okay. I think it just takes a fall off a cliff kind of after that. But yeah, I don't mind the first kind of 3 scary movies because I think Charlie Sheen knows how to do a spoof movie. So the third one's pretty good. And then the second one's funny, but Richie, I pulled a quick quote that I think again David Cross is really funny in that movie, and this is a good line too. It's only 5 seconds.
Wait a second, I'm still handicapped? This is bullshit.
That is.
That's pretty damn funny.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, I think that movie's funnier than people get credit for it. But yeah, I'll go Scary Movie 2.
Yeah. So it's mostly for me. Like I was in high school when Spy Kids came out, and these movies are not for me. I never cared about it. I never really wanted. I mean, I watched like the first like couple, and because I have younger siblings, but just don't care. I don't know, but and Scary Movie 2, yeah, it's actually really funny. Yeah, Chris Elliott, it could be his best movie, maybe. Because it's not going to be that like what's that one where he's like some kind of like pilgrim guy or like whatever, and he's in like I think that like David Letterman shows up in it, but he's in that movie and he's not good either.
You
But
think isn't Chris Elliott in Groundhog Day?
Yes.
oh yeah, so that actually
yeah,
could
you
be
forgot about Groundhog Day?
Yeah, but he doesn't have a lot to do in it. Yeah, and like like some of the jokes work. I like the like basketball like sketch where he's spinning on his head, and you got the guy in the wheelchair, David Cross, and that doing that. But yeah, so I'll give it to Scary Movie 2. So Jonathan.
Look, that clip you showed of Scary Movie 2, that is a funny bit. That is a funny moment. And David Cross, I'm actually a fan of. So, yeah, he was funny in it. But I didn't like Scary Movie 2. I thought I kind of gave up on these spoof movies after that one. I thought it was just bad, not like an awful movie. But I was like, I'm over it. I'm done. Bye-bye. Spy Kids hit me at the right time. So that's why I'm going to vote for Spy Kids. I know who the tiebreaker is, but it's okay. I'm not going to be as angered as I did with the Hot Chicks.
Yeah, tiebreaker is Richie this time.
Yeah, and I'm gonna stick with the Scary Movie 2.
Okay. Right.
Oh, that's it.
Okay.
That's
it.
Yep.
All right, there we go.
That's a half bracket. So.
All right, well, let's speed it up, and we'll see what wins the championship and which ones make the Elite Eight.
I feel the need for speed. Ow!
All right, let's do it.
It felt like, you know what? It felt like we gone through the 7 depths of hell.
I know, yeah. Not the greatest year.
Yeah.
Also, I was going to mention before, Chris Elliott was actually in 2 movies in 2001. He was also in Osmosis Jones.
Yeah.
All right.
Sure.
All right. So, Richie, you're up first for what? Ocean's 11, Fast and Furious.
Yeah. One thing I forgot to mention, I can't believe that redhead guy is now married to Megan Trainor, the redhead from Spy.
Oh,
I did, yeah.
And Alexa Vega got hot too. Like really hot when she grew up.
Yeah. She got hot, yeah. Yeah. Out of these, that's a really interesting post, by the way. It feels like it's very Brady Bunchy. Yeah. Out of these, I like the first Fast and Furious, but Ocean's 11 is the better movie. I love Ocean's 11, so Ocean's 11.
Yeah. Malcolm, what do you say?
Yeah, I was surprised to find out that Ocean 11 didn't win part 2. It should have. But yeah, I love both these movies, but I think that out of the 2, I'm going to have to go for Ocean's 11.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll go Ocean's 11.
Yeah, I got to stick with my my heart from high school, Fast and Furious. So.
And it's taken away because Ocean's 11 is going to move on.
Yeah.
Steven.
I love the Fast and Furious franchise, but it's not my favorite of the franchise. So Ocean's 11.
Same.
Yep.
All right, Ocean's.
Yeah.
And that one moves on to 2000.
No, not yet. Not yet. After this one.
It goes past the next round.
Yeah. But you can't walk past the Bellagio in Las Vegas without thinking of Ocean's 11. You just can't do it.
We've got Below up against A Beautiful Mind.
Oh yeah, these are the Elite Eight, aren't they?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I always forget that with the half bracket.
Oh yeah.
Right. So yeah, Ocean's 11, yes.
I've already written it down anyway.
Yeah. Ocean's 11, continues to 2000. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, Malcolm's up first for this one.
Of course it is. Both of these are literally really close together. You know what? Just slightly, I'm gonna go Blow.
Yeah.
I'll vote for Blow because I wasn't high on A Beautiful Mind.
Yeah, I'll go with Blow. Jonathan.
A Beautiful Mind.
Steven.
A Beautiful Mind.
And Richie.
I'm gonna blow your beautiful mind. But I'll go A Beautiful Mind.
Okay. All right, it's a tie to Malcolm.
Ooh.
You know what? I think I might switch it. Beautiful Mind.
Oh,
okay. All right.
Oh, dang.
Oh, but that's going to be a good matchup, though.
Yeah, for once, the Best Picture winner moves on.
Yeah, hangs on.
Yeah.
We've got Shrek up against Training.
Oh,
Ooh, damn. Tough one.
Yeah.
Tough one. I'll go Training Day.
I think I got to give it to Shrek. Jonathan.
One of my favorite actors versus one of my favorite anime movies. Sorry, Denzel. Shrek.
Yeah. Steven.
Training Day.
Richie.
Shrek.
And Malcolm.
Just slightly Shrek.
All right. So Shrek moves on.
Shrek it is.
So the best picture moves on, and the best animated feature moves on.
But not the best actor.
Nope.
Damn it.
It was impossible for all three to move on.
Look, King Kong ain't got shit on Shrek. Oh, well.
Yeah.
Got Ghost World up against the others.
Ooh, I like
Those
this.
two Ghost movies.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Even though Ghost World is not a ghost movie. It's just
yeah.
I know. What do you think it was?
Yeah.
Jordan.
Yeah, I watched Ghost World for the first time for this series, so I'll go Ghost World. I don't like the.
I kept waiting for Ghost World to be a twist at the end, where it's like she was just her best friend was a ghost.
Yeah,
right. I was saying that, like because of the title. I was like, is it like her best friend a figment of her imagination or something? I was like,
yeah.
what?
Jonathan.
I gotta look at my random Criterion collection ranking here because they're both on Criterion. So they're both equal to me. So yeah, okay. The others.
All right. Steven.
The others.
Richie.
Ghost World.
And Malcolm.
Ghost World.
And I'll go the others. So I think it's on me for a tie.
Yeah.
I'll go with the others.
Okay.
Yeah.
Spooky season.
Well, Austin's always been a horror guy.
Yeah, I'm a horror
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Sorry.
Los Otros.
Los Otros.
Yeah.
Actually, it sounds more badass in Spanish. Los Otros.
It does, yeah.
We've got Ali versus Bandits.
Ooh.
Okay. Jonathan.
Ali.
Okay. Steven.
Yeah, Steven.
Bandits.
Richie.
Ali.
Malcolm.
Just because I've seen it, Ali.
And Austin.
Ali.
Yeah, float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Ali.
All right.
Ali versus Bandits. That's like a random crossover movie.
Yeah. Could be.
Got Rat Race up against Monsters.
Oh, fuck.
Well, the Ali Bandits crossover movie sounds like that new series, A Fight Night, that's on Peacock with like Sam Jackson with like robbing like big fights. Yeah, but I believe Steven first, right?
I'll be right back, but I put my vote in the chat.
Okay, sounds good. But what do you say, Steven?
Monsters Inc.
Okay, Richie.
Monsters Inc.
And Malcolm.
I'm gonna go Rat Race.
Yeah, and Austin said Rat Race in the private chat, and I'll also go Rat Race. Jonathan.
Are you joking? I don't know who the tiebreaker is. Monsters Inc.
If we've got a tie, it goes to Jordan.
Yep, guess it was the tiebreaker.
Kidding?
And it's got to be Rat Race. Let's go, baby! I love Rat Race. So good.
You just took my heart out.
Life is nothing but a slap in the face.
Right?
Yeah. Oh.
We've got Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring up against Frailty.
Oh no!
All right, and it'll be Richie first. So what do you got?
I'll go Frailty.
Yeah, Malcolm.
Lord of the Rings. I'm going to assume Pierce is going to go Frailty as well.
Yeah, we can just give his vote to Frailty. I'm almost positive he's going for that. So, I'll go for Fellowship of the Rings. Jonathan.
I mean, it's the 2001 movie, so Fellowship.
Yep. And Steven.
Not only is it 2001, it's my favorite movie of 2001, Fellowship.
Yeah, so it'll be Fellowship, but by default, Austin, we just gave your vote to Frailty.
Yeah, that's true. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true.
All right.
I moved on, but I'm not going to go that far.
Yeah.
and Rat Race won?
Yeah. Rat
Race.
Race.
Y'all broke my heart on that one.
Yeah, I just put it up by the comments because Brian said there goes our chances of an animated final. So
yeah, it came down to a tie. I mean, the tiebreak was on Jordan.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, it was on Jordan. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Y'all had no heart. Okay.
Rat Race is good. What are you talking about?
It's good. It's good. Yeah, but
all right. Greek Wedding and what? Scary Movie 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it'll be Malcolm first.
Malcolm, yeah.
You know what? Just because it's the 2001 movie, I'm going to go to Scary Movie 2.
Yeah. Austin.
I would go with that, but Greek Wedding's better.
Yeah. I got to go with Scary Movie 2. Jonathan.
Okay, I'm not going to use the same logic as that other matchup. My Big Fat Greek Wedding.
Yeah. Steven.
Scary Movie 2.
Yeah. And Richie.
See, it's good logic when you realize, but and then when it comes to a movie that you don't that you like, you're like, oh, I can't use the logic, so it doesn't work. But I'm gonna go see because I'm gonna go to Greek Wedding.
Oh, all
right. So it's a tie to Jonathan back down the bottom.
Bye, Scary Movie 2. My Big Fat Greek Wedding moves on to another year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, a surprise though. That's kind of a surprise.
Yeah. All right. So we only had Malcolm? One movie from a previous year still hanging on this time. It's all 2001. 2000.
Big
Wedding is 2002. Yeah, that's it. All right.
It's a little movie that could, even at the box office.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, true. Yeah. It is a great story. Still, I mean,
yeah.
All right.
It's going to be Ocean's 11 and Beautiful Mind.
Beautiful Mind, yeah. Me, I'll go Ocean's 11. Jordan.
I'll go Ocean's 11.
Jonathan.
Both in my top 10 of that year. But Ocean's 11.
Okay.
Yep. Steven.
I'll give it to Beautiful Mind. I don't mind Ocean's 11 moving on, but.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Richie.
Ocean's 11.
Yep. And Malcolm.
Beautiful Mind.
Okay. Ocean's 11. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Maybe we can actually win this time. Maybe.
We've got Shrek up against the others.
Okay. Jordan.
Oh, this is easy. A Shrek by a mile. Jonathan.
Shrek.
Yep. Steven.
The others.
Yep. Richie.
Shrek.
Yep. Malcolm.
Shrek.
Yeah, no, I'll go Shrek. Shrek.
All right.
Ugh, semifinals.
Yep. Yeah, it's all right.
Got Ali versus Rat Race.
Okay.
Jonathan.
And they're both equal to me. The question is which one I'll rewatch. Okay, I'm gonna surprise y'all. Rat Race.
Ooh.
Life is nothing. Life is nothing. No side but no face.
Steven. Yeah.
You know, I'm not as Ali's good, but I'm not as big on not that big on it, so I'll go with Rat Race.
Okay.
Yeah.
Only one of these films has DDP in the deleted scenes, so I'll go Rat Race.
Yeah. Malcolm.
Only one of these has Smash Mouth Rat Race.
Yep.
He's not the only one in the Final Four that would if it makes it. I'll go Rat Race as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't believe it, Dad. You still ate off Hitler's Mercedes Benz. Well, Hitler had it coming. What goes around comes around. Yeah, I'll go Rat Race.
All right. So Rat Race takes a clean sweep over Ali. Nice.
I will see Ali again in 2000.
Yeah.
Got Lord of the Rings up against my big fat Greek wedding.
All right. Okay, Stephen.
Lord of the Rings.
Richie.
Great wedding.
Malcolm.
I'm just surprised you. Greek wedding.
Wow, yeah,
Awesome.
2001.
Greek wedding.
I got to go Fellowship. Jonathan.
I'm surprised Malcolm didn't go for the 2001 launch check. Okay, Fellowship.
Okay, it's a tie to Stephen.
Fellowship.
There we go.
Close.
Yeah, close.
Shit.
I mean, I had a different logic for why I didn't go Fellowship. So.
Yeah.
We got Ocean's 11 up against Shrek.
All right, Richie.
Yeah, that's my character. There you go. Anyway, so what was it? Sorry, Ocean's 11.
Ocean's 11 Shrek. Yeah.
Ocean's 11.
Okay.
Malcolm.
Ocean's 11.
Yeah.
I'll go Ocean's 11.
Yeah, if we were talking Shrek 2, that'd be different, but I'll go Ocean's 11 here. Jonathan.
Still top 10 thing. Ocean's 11.
Yep. And Steven.
And I'll make it a clean sweep.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then the finals again. Just like part 2. Yeah. Coming close.
Only to lose again. No, we'll see. No.
Rat Race and Fellowship. Malcolm.
I'm gonna go Rat Race.
Awesome.
Rat Race.
Yeah, I want to champion Rat Race. Let's go. Jonathan.
What? Okay, it's good, but I mean, that's the 2001 Rat Race. All right, Fellowship.
Yeah, you might be right. It might be my favorite movie too.
Yeah, you. We had Jonathan speechless for a second. Steven.
I'll go with Fellowship, but at least with Rat Race being in the top two, it'll make choosing the winner for me a lot easier.
Yeah.
Me,
Richie.
Rat Race.
Yay! Yay!
All right. Rat Race. That's what I can get behind.
I mean, now that Fellowship has lost, my logic sound, has Fellowship won a tournament before Austin?
No.
Oh
no, it hasn't.
Look what y'all did.
Because the Two Towers in Return always fucking win.
Yeah.
They won multiple times. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Anyway, we've got the finals, which is Ocean's 11 and Rat Race.
Jonathan's gonna drive off saying,
"Fuck your life, Bing Bong."
No, I was gonna hook you with the other clip, obviously because of
James Earl Jones.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
I can't believe you just did. I can't believe you just did.
I can do that one too.
Was that actually James Earl Jones's voice doing
He
that?
did it in part 3 for a minute.
Yep.
Yeah, for the last scene.
Okay.
Yeah. Because at the end, when he's like, "She's alive, I felt it." Like, that's James Earl Jones. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So what we got? Rat Race and Ocean 11. Me. Rat Race. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go Rat Race. Jonathan.
Oceans.
Steven.
Oceans.
Richie.
We're gonna send Jonathan to therapy. I'm sorry, Jonathan. I'll pay for your therapy bill. Rat Race.
Yeah. Malcolm.
Malcolm.
So I don't know where this is going to go because I'm going to go Ocean's 11.
Let's go into Richie for the tiebreaker.
I'm not Jonathan.
No.
You don't know where I'm going.
Do what's right.
I have the power. This is good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Rat race.
Yeah.
Let's go. Rat Race. Yeah.
Yes.
We're gonna see a clip from
Hey, and Rat Race gets to be the final movie in our after the 128 previous winner series.
Yes.
Unique winner number 192.
Yeah,
So we now have 64 new movies we can do a previous winner tournament of the after the 128.
We got to get a Rowan Atkinson movie in there. Come on. But nice. Yeah, that's good job, Rat Race. All right.
It's a good. It's fun. It's a fun movie. So
yeah, now we get to pull a Rat Race clip.
It's fun.
Yeah, and only in 2001. If this was another year, I don't know if Rat Race would.
Look, okay, I'll say this. Rat Race is actually the definition of year 2001 because it's so wacky.
Yeah,
it actually kind of variety. Like it's good and bad, and I think Rat Race has both of those qualities, but it's more good than bad. So
yeah. But yeah, that was a fun time. We finally made it through the 2001 with just somewhat of a slog in some parts, but we made it, and yeah, we'll be on to 2000 next in a few weeks. But yeah, that'll do it. So just a quick little half bracket. So we'll just do some plugs, and that'll be it. So we'll go to Jonathan first. What do you have going on?
Yeah, nothing much actually. I don't have anything going on. Oh yeah, no, I'm coming back next week. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'll be back next week. Yeah. What am I gonna be on next week?
I'm just trying to look it up.
The martial arts one. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The martial arts. Yeah.
Yeah, the martial arts one. Yeah, I just wanted to be on that one just because a little different genre, some different movies that we don't really talk about as much. And I think martial arts genre is pretty fun. So, and also Jackie Chan. I mean, he's one of my favorite actors. So yeah, I'll be on there next week, talking about martial arts movies. What else? I don't have anything else going on. So you can find me on social media platforms on Twitter, Instagram, Letterboxd, and Threads, on different variations of Caro down below. Yeah, 2001 is a slog, and good riddance. Let's just say that, and move on to a better year. But can't wait to come back for that one, martial arts, and obviously future episodes to come. These last 4 months, I'll be on here more often, and
for sure,
there's gonna be some great ones, and obviously there's one very big one coming up in November. So,
yep, yeah. Someone's got a top 64 coming up. So
yeah.
But yeah, and if anyone else wants to be on that martial arts episode, we do still have spots left. So just let me know.
Am I on there? I
don't have you down for it, but I can put you.
I think that's going to be an episode that Jordan's going to have me kind of host and run, because I'll be sort of the one who put together the list mostly, and kind of is sort of the expert on that one. So
yeah, I mean,
probably kind of
good decent amount, but not all of them.
Yeah, I need to be on that. I've probably seen a lot of them too. So.
Especially the Van Damme and the Seagal. I haven't seen any of those.
Yeah. Seagal, huh?
Yeah. It's just 6 or 7 of his, not all of them. Just like mostly his when he was popular, late 80s, early 90s. You know what I mean?
I hope that like Half Past Dead is not on there.
No, I'm not going past like Fire Down Below and shit like that. Like that's about the limit. Yeah.
If On Deadly Ground is on there, I can't wait to talk about that one.
When he could be bothered to do his action scene, now he just sits down.
Yeah. But
thanks for having me.
Yeah. What do you have going on, Steven?
I'll be around here and there. I can't keep a track of I don't keep track anymore over what I'm even though I need to, because I've got like 2 or 3 jobs now.
Yeah. Well, we'll have you on for this Saturday for the the best movie.
Yeah,
scores,
what
so
time is that? Is that?
That's
That
at
is the biggest question.
9 p.m. Eastern. So
All
hopefully
right,
that'll
because
work
if it
for
was
you.
8 o'clock, I might have to drop out. But 9 o'clock, I think I can make that.
Okay, cool. Sounds good. And Richie, what do you have going on?
Yeah, so you can find me on Lonely Marks. We'll talk about All Out, which was crazy pay-per-view, especially that main event, which is nuts. Absolutely fucking psycho. So yeah. And yeah, find me eating most of the time. I like food.
Yeah.
Find us on Wheel of Movies, where we were going to spin the wheel. I don't think we're doing that again this week because celebrities always are passing away. So
Yeah.
We were going to. I was going to have Jordan spin the wheel tonight. So the half bracket, but another celebrity passed away, and now we have to call another audible.
Yep. So it looks like we haven't confirmed about. We talked about Lion King potentially. We'll see what happens there.
Mm-hmm.
So that we're gonna kill. And other than that, I've got on multiplex, got matches coming up multiplex. I'm on My Love Horror, all that jazz, and I'm on Tournament Fights. I'm on that Score one as well. I'm obviously going to be, now I'm going to be in that martial arts Tournament Fights. So I'm around. I know on JPO's channel, here and there when he puts up Science and Trivia, I'm usually on there.
Yeah, just a little heads up. If you're going to be on the movie scores one, I'll need your list of your top 13. Maybe make about like 13 to 20 to have a few backups just in case there's crossovers. But I'll need that as soon as you can get it to me. So
no worries.
Put together. Yeah, but
I forgot to plug in something though.
Oh yeah.
No, so I've been doing the top 25 of the 21st century so far, and it's across all social media platforms as well. I posted on Facebook and Instagram.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Cool. I'll check that out. And also, I'm always looking at your football picks every week too, because I'm a big football fan.
It was a good week for my picks. I was in trouble there for the first few games, but no, pretty good week.
Yeah, it's a good week for me because my Seahawks won, but not for you, Austin. Sorry about the Jaguars.
Oh yeah, I feel bad for the Jags.
That was. They were doing so well, and they don't know how to play a second half, and it sucks, and it's the worst. And
see y'all in week 4, I guess.
Yeah, but yeah, we'll go to Malcolm. Where can we find you?
You can find me on Tape Productions on Sunday nights, hosting Rankum. Next week we are doing top 12 TV shows that won the Outstanding Comedy Award at the Emmys. And then you can find me on Spare from the Past every week. Next week we're talking about NXT Takeover Brooklyn 4, and Steve Mace will be my guest on that one.
Nice.
And you can find me popping up here, there, and everywhere.
Yeah, sounds good. And Austin, what do you have going on?
The only other things outside of the channel, we do have Lonely Marks, obviously, like Richie said, we'll be talking All Out. And then I'll be on Ryan Permis's and I Quote on Friday night before we go on Tournament Fights, because it's a short movie. I can do it because we're talking the anniversary of The Little Mermaid, which is like 82 minutes. So we can do that before Tournament Fights at 7 o'clock. And then another sort of watch along, but The Monthly Mistake with Wolfman on Mega Movie Z. We'll be doing a bad Tim Burton movie in honor of Beetlejuice, and we're drinking along with Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. So I'm not looking forward to that. Brace myself for that one.
And something I forgot. I think we've got a tournament match on Wrestling with Trivia. I believe it's me and Steve Mazer versus JPO and Austin and Lucky Mark. So I think that's going to happen in a few days, right?
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
So got that coming up. So check that out.
Yeah, cool. Sounds good. And then I just wanted to say, also just throwing rest in peace to James Earl Jones. He was a legend, so I wanted to mention it here. I wore my shirt that had Darth Vader on it, but it's just a Kenobi shirt is what it is. But yeah, I just wanted to do that in his honor. But just You can find us on all the social medias. If you go to Movie Hero 2121, you find us also at Jordan83616. And then probably where we post the most is in the Movie Hero Network group over on Facebook. And if you have any projects you're working on, if you have a YouTube channel that you want to post about, you can post over there to your heart's content, and we'll share it out. We'll subscribe. We'll get people to follow you, all that stuff. So yeah, we support everyone over there. And we have a Patreon. If you go to patreon.com/moviehero, and you can find things like the Seen and Heard music trivia. We do a lot of trivia actually, but we do the music exclusively over there. So we'll have one coming up fairly soon. We had to kind of just put a little more space in between the music trivia because we have some other trivia going on. But if you'd like to do some music trivia where you can actually hear the songs from the movies and some TV shows played, then you can come play with us. It's free to play, but to watch it, it'll be at the $1 tier for the first couple of days, and then it'll move over to the $5 tier, and you can watch it that way. And then also this our favorite movie scores tournament that's on Saturday. We're doing it kind of on like a non-regular day for us, because that's also going to be on the Patreon, and we'll be able to play all the music for that one too. So it should be a fun time. And then we'll have some more like music episodes like that. Maybe some podcasts coming up that'll be over on the Patreon channel. And as far as trivia goes, this upcoming Sunday, we're going to be to end the summer. We're going to be doing a best summertime movies. So it'll just be clips from movies where it's hot outside. So like clips from the beach, from the jungle, from the desert, from like people at the pool, that kind of stuff. So just people that are getting real sweaty, all that stuff. And then just what we have going on for tournament fights and tier ranker. Oh, and then also too, I'm gonna try my best to get the new schedule posted tomorrow, because I'm gonna have a little extra time tomorrow. So I'm gonna post the schedule for signups on most of our social media. But then if you're a Patreon member, there'll be an extended one that'll go out about 4 or 5 months, and you just have to be at the $5 tier to be able to see that. So if you want to get first dibs before these episodes fill up, because some of them have been filling up pretty quickly actually, then you can do it by being a Patreon member. It also goes right back into the channel, all that money, and we really appreciate your support. It really helps us a lot. So thank you for that. And then the schedule coming up. So this Friday will be our friend of the show, Ashton McIntosh's Top 64. So she already sent me her list. It's a very personal list, and that's just the way that I like these top 64s and 128 to be very personal to you, what movies you truly love and mean a lot to you. And then we have that martial arts one that they mentioned going on next Tuesday. That'll be the 6-way battle between Bruce Lee, Jackie Chan, Donnie Yen, Jet Li, Jean-Claude Van Damme, and Steven Seagal. So got that. And then we'll be getting into some TV stuff once again with a tier ranker of the best TV shows from 2010 to 2014, because we had to kind of break it down because we have a good problem of having way too many TV shows. So we had to break it down a little bit there. And then after that, we will be getting into the best of the 2000 ladder series. So that'll be after that tier ranker. That'll be another 3-part series. We got that going on. And then let's see, we'll be getting into for the month of October for spooky season. We'll be doing a big a big random horror series. So if any of you guys are horror fans, we still have some spots open. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing 4 random horror tournaments in a row, and they'll be all movies that you've heard of, but maybe some that don't get talked about as much. So we just totally just have them at random, and then we'll take the Sweet 16 from all 4 of those, and that'll be in a championship tournament of 64 right before Halloween. So we got that coming up, and then we'll also be doing we have the best movies of 1999 ladder series. That'll be a big one. That's one of our more popular ones for the signups. Then we're going to be doing just a regular movie hero mystery tournament, because we didn't do one in September because they're just so cram packed with all kinds of things going on that we're doing one in October. We also have the 100 most recent horror movies. So I'm just literally going to take the 100 most recent horror movies that have been released, and they'll be in a tier ranker, so we can rank them that way. So we got that coming up, and then I'll just throw in that the next TV tier ranker will be the 1st of November, and it'll be 2000 to 2009. Which I'm hoping we can make it through the whole entire decade. We may end up having to split that in half. We'll take a look at it and see, because I think Malcolm kind of informed.
I've got a rough list. We might be able to narrow it down to.
Yeah, we'll see what we can do. So but that's what we have coming up, and then you can watch for that schedule popping up tomorrow. And if you want to sign up for anything, just let us know. And we definitely have some spots open for that martial arts tournament going on next week. We need a few people, so if anyone else would like to sign up, we probably have 1 or 2 spots left. So yeah, but I think that will do it for us tonight. So this was a fun time. Thanks again for making it through this slog / journey through 2001, and we'll be back at it again soon. But that'll do it. But for Jonathan Caro, for Stephen Shepard, for Richie Goodacre, for Malcolm Lay, for Austin Pez Howell, I've been Jordan, the movie hero Anderson, and we'll see you next time.
No, turn it around. Just turn it around. Please, be careful. Wait. What is that?
He's a needle.
Would you please put it in the bag? Why don't you check over there? Maybe it bounced. I'm a dead man.
Don't worry, my friend. We will find the art. I have lost my art many times before. I make a joke to help you forget how screwed you are.
I don't think it got this far. Let's check down by the road.
Oh, hello, a doggy. Hello there. Isn't he a good doggy? Come on, petite.